More than a dozen Ugandan media outlets said they will reassign senior journalists in response to government complaints over coverage of opposition lawmaker Bobi Wine. This has prompted criticism that media freedoms are under attack. The bosses have surrendered to UCC. UCC is going to control them. We are disappointed, Moses Bayola, General Secretary of the Uganda Journalists Association, told Reuters. Rights activists and a journalists' union criticized the decision, saying caving into demands by the government regulator Uganda Communications Commission, UCC, further weakens the media. Journalists in Uganda already face frequent intimidation and harassment. Bobi Wine intends to challenge President Yoweri Museveni in the 2021 elections. He has enthralled his youthful support base through a mix of populist protests and lyrics condemning corruption and declining living standards. 74-year-old Museveni has been in power since 1986. Opposition and some rights activists say he has grown authoritarian, citing frequent tear-gassing of opposition rallies, jailing of activists and harassment of independent media. Bobi Wine, 37, was jailed last week for 2 days over protests he led about attacks on the use of social media. He is popularly known by his stage name rather than his given name of Robert Kyagulanyi. He was freed on bail, but government regulator the Uganda Communications Commission, UCC, ordered the suspension of more than 30 journalists at 13 TV and radio stations. This is after the media outlets carried live footage of Wine's arrest and protests by his supporters. Diplomats criticized the suspension and media outlets requested a meeting with the government, which took place Tuesday. At the end of the meeting, it was agreed the suspension would be lifted if the journalists moved roles. Johnson Omolo, general manager at privately owned NTV Uganda,